Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today is an exciting day. We got some planting to do. I have about, let me see. Well, we'll start with this. We have two of these, but this is the Proven Winners Prairie Winds Blue Paradise. That's really pretty. It has like this pretty blue foliage, and it gets 36 to 42 inches tall, 24 inches wide, so it's going to be a little bit more linear. It's cold hardy to zone 3 through 9 and blooms early fall. It likes full sun, and we're going to put it down there. You'll see with the what the hydrangea is. It's a little bit like we call it like hard pan. It's really hard soil. So I got some topsoil today, and we're going to mend it a little bit. And I just think the grass will grow a little bit better than the hydrangea. So I have decided for this backyard garden, I've been really inspired this year, going through the Master Gardener program, to kind of dedicate this to a pollinator garden and really get into like native species, keystone species. So I have this bluebeard called Dark Night, and they're really small. I like to get small things and just watch them grow and thrive. It's also called a caryopteris, and butterflies and pollinators really love this. It kind of reminds me of a buddleia, or like a butterfly bush. But this gets 36 to 48 inches high and 48 inches wide. So it gets actually bigger than our butterfly bush, and it blooms in the fall and has blue bloom color, and it just says water well, and it's hardy to USDA zone 5 through 9. So I'm super excited about that. And then I got some goldenrod, and this is the Fireworks cultivar. And this gets 24 to 36 inches high, 24 to 36 inches wide. It's hardy to 4 through 9, and it blooms late summer to fall. And if you see, it has yellow blooms on there. It's really pretty. And then it just says water keeps soil evenly moist. And it's another pollinator lover. And then we have this Arkansas Blue Star. I think it's called an amsonia. Yeah. And this, it has like really wispy foliage, but if you can see, it has really blue, pretty flowers. It gets 24 to 36 inches high, 24 to 36 inches wide. It blooms late spring to early summer, and the blue it's a blue bloom color. And it just says to water well while established. And it's hardy from 5 through 9. And the last thing we got, I went to Master Gardener class, and they had like a plant event, and they had some plants left over. I also got a Christmas cactus, and in the next video I'll plant that up for us. But I just got a spiderwort, and these are pretty linear. And what I know about these, they have purple blooms, and I think they bloom. I'm not sure which particular season, but I know that they'll bloom in the morning, they'll open up, and then in the afternoon, night, they close up. So I'm really excited about this. So let's get our gloves on, get our auger, got my kneeling pad, and let's go plant. All right, here's the two grasses. Here's the, I think this is an Incredible Spirit 2. It's like pink. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dig that up, and then have my, auger somewhere, and then I'm going to have topsoil, and then I'm going to mend this soil because it is very, very hard. Yeah, because I think there's a lot of like runoff, so I might need to put like another stack of rocks so the soil can stay, but I think it'll be really pretty next to this sajuga. All right, and here's what they look like. I think they look fantastic. These are the Proven Winners Prairie Winds Blue Paradise. And like I have that sedum right here against the juga. I think it looks so pretty. And they'll get about 3 to 4 feet tall. And why I like this, let me walk over here and show you why I feel like we need something tall and border. So this is like a walkway, and then when people walk down, I just feel like it's, because there's steps, I don't want anybody to think that that's a step down. So I kind of want to make that a barrier so people can either walk that way or that way to that seating area. So while we're over this, looking this way, let's go plant the, so I have a hydrangea over here, and look how pretty it is. Very, very pretty. It's like different colors. It's really cool. So I thought, well, maybe I'll plant this hydrangea here. Maybe they can kind of grow into each other. That's the Virginia creeper, and I think there's a, oh, my clematis needs to grow up. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's plant this hydrangea. Now this hydrangea has a friend. Let's pray it likes it better in this spot. See, there's still green on it, so hopefully it does well. I think it'll be really pretty right there. These buckthorn, they're going to turn bright yellow in the fall, so it'll be really colorful. What you think? All right, now let's go up there. And this is where I'm going to put the amsonia, the blue star. This little area right here. All right, I got my hole. So now what I do, I want to put the smallest amount of topsoil in there. And I just do that because it's a little bit softer than my native soil, but it is very important to introduce your new plants to the native soil as soon as possible. And then I'll just use a little bit of biotone or like a fertilizer. This has 632, there's a little bit more nitrogen, which is good for root growth. Because we're leading into fall, I'll put a little more soil. And then I'm going to put the native around that. Very pretty. And this is blue. Like I said, I think this blooms late spring to early summer. So like my agapanthus here, my allium, blue, purple, white, I have like a color scheme going. And then my beautiful calla lilies, I'll show you those. See, there's my beautiful calla lilies, and they're orange. So blue, orange, they are complementary colors. And these are annuals, but I'll put these back, my cannas. I'll dig those up here pretty soon. I like to, you can, I think, overwinterize them. I think they will come back, but I like to put them in different places. So I'm not going to put, I think I counted 9 cannas the other day. I don't think I'm going to plant that many next year. But there's the Amazonia, and like I said, it gets 36 inches, 24 to 36 inches wide. They'll fill in that area perfectly. I'll always half that, so it's 12 from center or 18 from center, and then it'll get the same heights. So I'll fill that area, and they're really pretty. Yep. Okay. So we'll move on to the next. We have, I think I'm going to start over there. There's an iris and barberry. I'm going to move those and put the caryopteris over there. Here's the pretty barberry. And they do have barbs or thorns on there. And there's the irises. I'm going to take those out just because I like to echo. So my butterfly bush, is over there, and they're kind of similar. They both have purple blooms, but once I take this barberry out, I'll leave that corkscrew rush. It's actually in the water of the pond. And these irises, I think the caryopteris will fill in this area pretty well. And it's next to the Gara, which is like pink. The asters, they are purple. And calla lily, like over there is orange. So I think that will be a really pretty spot. And let me show you, just because this is so little, I think a lot of gardeners, myself included, like, look how little it is now. But you have to think, what at maturity, at its fullness, what is it going to get to? So that's why I got to kind of measure. This is some Laura petalum, or Chinese French flower, and see they'll get a little bit fuller. And so I got to be careful not to. And if it does, I wouldn't matter. It would, if I hug it a little bit this way to give the Laura petalum some room. I think that it won't look bad hugging the grass or the rush and the log. And if it, you know, goes over the pond, I think that will make it a little bit more organic and natural looking. So let's dig up the barberry and the irises. All right, y'all, got them out. The barberry looks like. And then look how massive the iris is. It all came in one big clump. That thing is heavy. Look at all that. Jeez. So now I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. So let me show you what that area or space looks like. It looks really cool. Oh my gosh, there's weeds. Don't judge me. Okay. So I think that looks good. So since it gets 48 inches, that's 2 feet. So 2 feet from everything it should be. So about where these weeds are. Probably plant it right there. Maybe hug it this way just a little bit. Because like I said, I'd rather it grow over that way more than with the Japanese maple and the Laura petalum. So let's do that, and then I'll figure out where to put the irises. They might look good there, actually, near the pond. So, all right, we have a beautiful caryopteris in the ground. I'm so excited. So, like I said, it will grow and fill in this area perfectly. All right, now we have the spiderwort and the goldenrod. The goldenrod is going to be kind of difficult because I want that where the elephant ears are. So I'm going to go over there and kind of like see if I can plant it. If not, I might have to take the elephant ears up. I really don't want to do that. So I might just figure out a way to plant it, and then hopefully it gets enough sun. We'll see. Y'all, if you could see me right now, I'm in the budlier bush, and then sadly I had to cut some of these elephant ears just because I just wanted to make sure this goldenrod would receive enough sun. It gets 24 to 36 inches wide. I did actually have to move the stinging arborvitae a little bit over, but if they kind of grow into each other, that's kind of what I want, because they have yellow flowers up against these purple flowers. Like I said, it's complementary, and then these will eventually go away in the fall and winter and maybe spring. I don't think I'll put these back, obviously, next year, but I think that will grow up really nice. And so there's one more thing. It's the spiderwort, and then we also have to plant the barberry and the irises somewhere too. And I've decided I want to put the spiderwort here. It looks good up against the rock. The Dusty Miller. There's Agapanthus, Allium. I think that's white, purple, blue, and the spiderwort will be purple. And then in the spring, we have a row of daffodils and narcissus. They're yellow that come behind the rock. So I just think it will all be complementary. And it's all looking good. You can kind of see now how much the elephant ear, when you're cutting it, made away. You can see it's tucked in back there, and it'll grow, I think 3 feet tall, maybe. So yeah, it looks really good. And that's what I use to cut the elephant ears. So thank you so much for joining me today. I think we got a lot done. Like I said, I'm kind of dedicating this now to more pollinators like bees, butterflies, and I think we did really good, and we are preparing for fall. So the next video, look out for me. I'll teach you how to harvest the tubers off the canna lilies, and I'll break down some annuals like this impatient and stuff like that, because next week it's going to drop down to low 30s, so it might frost. So winter's around the corner, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.